What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So today, we are going to be here talking about my treasure map teams. Now, this is going to be a bit of an interesting one. I haven't fully played out my team, so I guess this is going to be like fully raw, getting everything from start to finish, because usually I like to do a couple of team builds prior to recording, of course, just so I can ensure that characters are in the right position and I have a fair idea of what's going on. But this time around, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So let's just jump into it and just see how we go. And I'm just going to spitball ideas and hopefully we build some pretty good teams. And, you know, obviously the teams that you see in this video may differ from when the actual treasure map goes live, but the teams should be somewhat similar in a way. So let's go ahead and just jump into it, right? So first things first, we're always going to have a look at the final boss fight first. Always build that team first. It's the most important team. And then you can build off of that a little bit later. But Nami and Sanji, of course, I have already segregated the characters that I do not own. So it'd be the new VV, the Alvida from the Kizuna, and then the two previous treasure map units, the higher point boosters. So we have this Perona as the highest point booster. So of course, we're going to be using her as the friend, and then also having one as a sub. Now, I know that some people just, you know, automatically put VV as a friend captain. That's if you find a VV friend captain. I always just prefer to put whatever highest point booster I have as the friend captain, just to ensure that 100% of the time I'll be able to get that. And, you know, you're not always going to have a VV up, especially if you're going to be grinding heavily, right? So that's why I do it that way. Boa is definitely going to be my captain here because of the point boost that she provides. It's really, really good. It's already a 6 times boost, but then we have to try and build off of what's actually going on here, right? So stage 3 Nami has 500,000 HP. She changes all orbs into badly matching, and that's basically it. So, I mean, let's have a look here in terms of characters that can change our slots that are in this bracket here. So the ones that would be useful, this buggy would actually be super useful here. And then like these 3 characters only change like adjacent or very specific slots. You know, we've got this guy here who's really good, but he only changes matching slots into Wano slots, so that doesn't really help out. And then this Robin, which we might get to a bit later, but she might seem useful. Reiju does not seem that useful at the moment here, so I think Buggy is going to be our best choice for changing those slots into matching, so that's what we want to go with there. Stage 4 is 5 turns of Rainbow Shield, so okay, so we've got Rayleigh. Rayleigh's a pretty good choice. Robin is also a pretty good choice. I mean, so is this Reiju, but Reiju doesn't really work that well when you've got Boa Hancock as your captain, because your captain has to be quick or int in order to get the most out of Reiju, so we're not going to use that. I think Rayleigh is probably the best choice here. And then for the last stage, we get inflicted with bind and increased defense. Okay, so this is, okay, reduce enemy defense. You've got this Robin, of course. This Whitebeard is not going to be super useful. And then there's no characters in this top bracket that actually just reduce defense, right? So Robin is going to be the best choice here. So this would actually mean as well, because we are inflicted with bind. So in terms of support, we could actually use the support of the Straw Hat Pirates. This character right here is going to be a pretty good usage for us, because it attaches to Nico, Robin, and we don't have any of these Straw Hats on our team at the moment, and it just reduces Bind, Despair, and Paralysis by 2 turns as soon as it's inflicted to us, which it gets first inflicted on stage 5, so we can use that as a support on Robin, and also use Robin to change that to get rid of the increased defense, which is great. And then of course Boa's super type special is going to give us the full board of slots. That actually works pretty well. Or what we could do is, because we also have this Perona is a unit that reduces defense by 80%, so it's not perfect, but it's a pretty significant defense reduction. So what we could do is just scrap the Robin and then use Big Mom instead, because Big Mom reduces the bind for us. But it also gives us the 2.75 chain lock. So on the final stage, we're going to have the conditional boost from Perona, we're going to have the attack boost, and we're also going to have the chain lock. That actually seems pretty good, and that's what, a 14.76? Okay, that seems pretty good to me. I'm kind of happy with that. So against Chopper, let's move on to the next boss here. Chopper changes all our slots to either badly matching, recovery, or tandem. So the character that's really good here is this guy, because this Luffy changes badly matching, recovery, and tandem into matching slots, and also gives you a rainbow 2 times all boost. Really good. However, I don't think I'm going to be using it as a captain. I think I'm going to use double Zorojuro, because it'll enable me to get through the content much quicker. Because Chopper, you can see he only has 100,000 HP, which means that his HP scaling is really low. It means he should be getting around 10,000 HP per nav level, so he's very, very weak. So what we could do is legit just like use the Zorojuros to wave clear, and then reach the final boss stage, use Luffy special, and just like a normal attack, and it's GG. Like, it won't be a problem at all. That should be pretty good. Or we could bring like other characters to give us to give us damage output. We could bring this Whitebeard, for example, who has pretty good damage output. I mean, we could filter by damaging specials, I suppose. I mean, Gold Roger would also be kind of good because he just does a lot of damage too. This Big Mom actually is not a terrible call. I don't mind that at all. We might put Big Mom on the team. You know, you could technically use Big Mom as the captain as well if you really wanted to. But I think we'll just do that. And then, like, we'll fill it out with other characters a bit later. For Toadskii, this guy here changes your middle row to tandem, and then your top and bottom row get empty slots. You get 5 turns of bind for row 2, so your middle row gets 5 turns of bind, so it goes down to 3 turns of sockets, and delay immunity. So we want to make sure we have orb manipulation and a character that can get rid of bind. That is going to be super important. Unfortunately, it doesn't look too good here in terms of these boosters right here. Now what we could do is we could just do the exact same strategy is what we're going to do against Nami and Sanji, where we just use Robin and then have the support of the Straw Hat Pirates to remove the bind. I think that actually would work pretty well. But in terms of what else do we want to bring here, I mean, we needed some sort of way to change our slots around. So we could just use the double Neko Inu situation. That actually could work pretty well. We could use, I mean, yeah, in that situation, we could just do something like this, right? Because in this situation, we'll have a full board matching slots. We'll have the way to get rid of the bind. Then we'll have the Odin special, which is fine. Like, this actually seems pretty good. Even though we're using a strength team against an int boss, I don't think it's going to be a problem. In terms of point boost, it's going to be pretty good. So I think I'm just going to leave that for now, and we can go back to it a bit later. The Bone Kichi fight. Again, full board matching, badly matching slots. 3 turns of special bind, so, I mean, I think I'll just use Rebecca, that makes sense. And then also, we get inflicted with Chain Lock. So this NL, right, okay, this is one of these fights. And then the reducing of barriers, we could, okay, this is a pretty easy one to build for. We'll just do this, we'll bring this, and that pretty much gets through everything. I mean, we need a way to change our slots, right? I mean, this guy changes his own slot and adjacent slots, I think. What does he do again? Own orb and adjacent orbs, yeah, including block into matching. Okay, so there's no like way to get a full board of slots guaranteed, I guess, unless if you like put Robin on this team, but we need Robin to get rid of the bind on this team, I guess. So this is fine. I mean, 4 matching slots will have an orb boost, chain boost, no, orb boost, chain boost, color affinity, so an attack boost or something. If we could put an attack boost on this team, could like put this, for example, this guy, he's a what, yeah, two times attack boost. Yeah, he's not too bad. Could just bring that just for filler, just for an attack boost. I mean, probably not required, but that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I'm actually just kind of happy with that. Like, that probably doesn't need too many changes. Or what we could do, actually what we could do is switch this up and just run Roger, right? Just run Roger instead, and then get rid of that. Put NL on the team, and then just run Crocus for the super type proc, so we can get a full board of matching slots guaranteed. That actually sounds pretty good. That actually sounds pretty decent to me. I'm actually pretty happy with that team. 6.05 for a mini boss is kind of wild. Kind of wild. So we got Zorajura next. Now, I remember from my treasure map preparation video that essentially the character you want to bring is Orochi. This Orochi gets through pretty much all the debuffs that gets inflicted to your team. Orochi is also an attack booster. He boosts the attack of, yeah, Powerhouse, Cerebral, and Driven. We can use Jinbei as the captain here because we can have a Dex character, we can have a Strength character. We need a Psi character on the team in order to proc all of the effects. So we could just run Viola, I guess. Viola could just be a good orb booster. Yeah, she's an orb booster, so we got attack, and it's because we're going to use Orochi to get rid of the paralysis. Then we can use Viola, I guess, to get our orb boost. We don't have any way to get matching slots, though. That's the only thing that's not there. So we need a character that can change slots. Who can we bring? Ideally, a Dex character that can change slots. Shanks, I suppose, actually kind of makes perfect sense here, actually. That makes a lot of sense. 3.99, that's pretty good. So we get rid of the paralysis, end of turn damage, end of turn heal, delay. So we just use bang, bang, bang. Ideally, a decent amount of matching slots. We get attack boost, we get the orb boost, and just another Dex unit to fill this team out, I think is probably all we need. Like, I don't think we need much else on this team in order to get through it. So overall, like, actually, like, that's pretty much it. That's all we really need. So now we just need to, like, fill it out. So we've got a couple of these 1.35s that we can try and fit somewhere. We could put, I guess, put in here. There's no, I mean, this unit is technically a Dex unit, so we could technically put that unit there. Even though I think, because this unit in the Nami form, what classes is this unit in the Nami form? I'm going to guess it's like still Free Spirit Fighter. It's Free Spirit Striker. Okay, so that doesn't really make that much of a difference. They do not get the attack boost from Orochi, but, I mean, technically speaking, we could just use Jinbei Special first to guarantee an attack boost on all characters. That could also work. Okay, we've got Reiju and Whitebeard here as well, and we've got 2 spots left. I mean, technically speaking, we could just do that. That should be fine, honestly. I don't see too many issues with that. And those are the teams. It seems pretty straightforward. I mean, we've got just the wave clearing team. We've got the Wano slot team, we've got the Roger team, we got the Jinbei team, and we got the final boss team. So now we got the versus Luffy. Now versus Luffy, we're going to be running a very similar strategy in having the friend captain Perona. We're going to have the sub Perona. We're going to have the captain Boa, and then we need to fill out the rest, right? So stage 2. Against Sabo, full board of empty slots, okay. We get inflicted with paralysis for 5 turns. That's actually kind of annoying. And we get inflicted with blindness as well, okay. There's attack down on the final stage. Okay, so there's a lot to fill in here. There's a lot to fill in here. What are we going to do? Getting rid of this blind is going to be quite important because I hate dealing with blind. So I guess I'm just going to run Viola on the team. And that'd be kind of nice to just use her for the orb boost as well, so we're definitely going to put Viola somewhere on this team. Now, what does Viola... She gets rid of attack down, doesn't she? She gets rid of attack down, which we get inflicted with on the final boss stage, so that's perfect, actually. So, we need a character that can get rid of paralysis, and we need a character that can give us a chain lock, right? So, paralysis, who could we use? This dog... Isn't he only 4 turns? He's only for 4 turns. But can't you use Neko? I'm pretty sure Neko is going to help you out here. Neko Mamashi, Legend Neko. He gets rid of... Oh, no, binder attack down, so that's a bit different. Okay, okay, so that's not going to work. That is unfortunate. I mean, if you were just getting rid of the attack down, yes, you could do that, actually. But in terms of the paralysis, we need to figure out something else. So we could use Buggy. I think Buggy actually makes the most sense here because by using Buggy, we not only get rid of that paralysis there, but we also go ahead and get a full board of matching slots on stage 2. And we could use Boa Special there so that we proc the Super Type and use the Super Type Special on the final boss stage, and that's get rid of the block orbs. So yeah, Buggy gets rid of the paralysis, we get a full board of matching slots, blindness is removed from Viola's crewmate effect. Final stage, Boa gets rid of that, Viola gets rid of that, and then we need a chain lock. So we'll just use Big Mom. The Summer Big Mom makes the most sense to me. And that looks pretty good. Honestly, I don't see too many problems with this team. I mean, unless if you're going into super high nav levels, even at that point, I don't think it's going to be too tricky. Does Luffy have a full debuff immunity? No, it's just delay immunity. Okay, so you can literally... Yeah, okay, you can just use Perona as well. Actually, Perona gets rid of the attack down as well, now that I'm thinking about it. I keep forgetting that Perona actually does that. I just keep thinking these characters are just generic point boosters, but... These characters are going to help you out a lot because... Oh, wait, is this unit a free spirit? Okay, this unit is free spirit. Good. So, Perona will be able to use her special, so you're guaranteed to get attack boost from Boa, orb boost from Viola, conditional boost from Perona, chain lock from Big Mom. Lots of damage going out here. I mean, on stage 2, we can just use Buggy for the orbs, get rid of the paralysis, and still use one of the Peronas to get a conditional boost off as well. Lots and lots of stuff going on here. So... With all that being said, I don't really see too many problems with this team, and then, like, if you guys have any other team suggestions, leave them down below in the comment section, but for as it stands right now, this looks pretty good to me, and I think these will be the teams that I'll be using in the upcoming treasure map, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, but on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.